Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy WattsTV, man, and today we have yet another reaction video. Today we are actually reacting to a Just Pearly Things video. So apparently Pearl is reacting to negative videos that are about her, and apparently this is part 4. Last time I actually talked about Pearl was the whole Nick Fuentes debacle. To nobody's surprise, she's still out here making content. She's still getting views. The only thing I was surprised about is that there were so many black men defending her. Black people in general too, but especially black men defending her. Yeah, that really shocked me, but whatever. You do you, coon. I mean, king. Whatever. Anyway, yeah, apparently Destiny, Abin, Preach, and I don't know if anybody else was mentioned in this video, but one of my subscribers sent me this video in my DM, so I appreciate it. If you guys want to send me any videos, any video ideas, please join the Discord. I'll leave a link to it in the description down below. Join the Discord, hit me up on Instagram, my Twitter, whatever, at WattsTV94. And also do not forget to share, like, and subscribe while you're at it. I really do appreciate it. But yeah, man, let's just get into it. Let's see what she has to say.
What up, guys? Welcome to the Just Pearly Things YouTube channel. Before I start, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell. That way you're going to be notified of my daily videos. Like the video on your way in. Today, I am going to be reacting to something. And typically, I really don't like reacting to hit pieces. Like, as you guys know, there have been many hit pieces made on your girl, Pearl. And for the
Then stop asking to get hit, stupid. You had a whole white supremacist on your podcast, on a podcast with multiple black employees. Yes, people are going to talk crap about you. It comes with the territory of you constantly doing and saying dumb shit. 2 + 2 = 4. What do you...
Most part, guys, for months, these people have just been making hit piece, and I just ignore it. But today, I am going to be reacting to Abin Preach's hit piece on me. Alleged. This is what I've heard. I actually haven't even seen it. So let's pull up the clip, pull it up. Okay.
Why do you think they're getting divorced? Do you think divorce?
I've seen this clip before so many times on YouTube. Yes, I've seen this.
Is fun?
I think women divorce for no reason all the time. No. I do think that. Yeah.
Can I tell you the reason?
Seeing her agree with herself is so cringe. Yeah, I ain't doing anything like that. This is cringe as hell.
Because I researched it.
You're actually a child. What do you think?
Okay, one. Isn't that a bit rude? See, this is the thing. When they don't have a good argument, you're gonna call me a child. That's a bit rude.
That's a bit rude? Yo, when it comes to hosting these shows, she is the rudest person on the panel constantly, because she's constantly talking over people. And also, no argument? You think Destiny of all people. Destiny, again, I'm not even a huge Destiny fan, but I know this man is extremely educated. He is extremely smart. Okay? Like, there is no way in hell you're saying Destiny did not have an argument for this particular subject, which I know in fact he did, because I've seen this clip so many times. And honestly, you're probably just too slow to comprehend. Like, I'm sorry.
Bit rude.
You're just like romantically going away to Venice like every year, and that's no, a relationship requires a lot of deliberate work. Things
yes.
like chores are where relationships start to break down, and it'll steamroll into bigger things.
My
Yes.
argument is that I think divorce is stupid over chores. I think that's stupid.
When you have a
That's not an argument. That's not an argument. That's your opinion, but that's not an argument. Like, you aren't presenting anything. And also, this lets me know for sure that she has never been in like a serious, real relationship, because what the fuck? Like, how can you just say this? Chores snowball into bigger things. If you are working and you come home and your partner doesn't do shit, he doesn't pick up after himself, and he expects you to do everything, then yeah, that's a problem, because then that's going to snowball into other things. It may be a sense of, you know what, I'm not nearly as attracted to you because I don't feel like I have a partner. I feel like I have a child. I feel like I'm taking care of a child. I am also working, so why am I coming home to do more work while you get to relax while I work? No, that's not how this goes. Relationships should be 50-50. Sometimes they're not, and that's okay. That's 1000% fine. But for the most part, you should strive for a relationship to be 50-50. Like,
there's a lot of chores. There's a lot of shit to do around the house. A lot. And she works all day bringing that paper, that stack. And then she goes home and she still got to do some work. It's gonna take a toll. And
also, I'm not sure if I reacted to this video. If I did, I'll put a link to it somewhere in the video or in the description down below. I think I did.
She doesn't feel like it's separated at work. Like she doesn't feel like the work is equally separated at home. It's gonna be a burden.
Yeah,
it's definitely gonna be a burden.
And see, like, this is the thing. A lot of these reaction channels will try to nitpick, and they'll be like, well, if she's working, the chores are going to be hard. Guys, marriage is supposed to be hard. And I've told this story like many times on my channel, so I'm just going to tell it again. There's a relative of mine, and this relative was married for 50 years. And this woman did not believe in divorce. Like, it was just not an option in her book. And her husband actually left the family for another woman. And she prayed to God for a solution because that was her belief. She did not believe in she did not believe in divorce. So her husband leaves, and the side chick died. Now I know everyone's gonna say she killed her. I swear to God. I swear she did not. She did not. But this is the thing, like, he came home and she didn't throw it over his head. She asked where they went wrong in the marriage and how they could fix it. And that's the thing, like, a lot of times people in our generation are so quick to throw in the towel. Like, people
Wait, okay. So let me get this straight. The husband left the wife for the side chick. The side chick died, so the husband came back to his second fiddle, because let's be honest, that's what you are. You were the second choice because he preferred the side chick. If the side chick did not die, he would not have came back. So you're telling me that that's the ideal marriage, for you to just sit there for 50 fucking years and be miserable. Ladies, can you imagine being cheated on and having someone to tell you to just stick it out? Just stick it out. This could have been years of issues. No, just stick it out. Yo, that couldn't be me. You lost your mind. You want somebody to be miserable. It's fine having faith and asking God to fix something or whatever. It's fine. I'm not even judging her that she was willing to fix her marriage. But yo, at what cost? You're miserable. She was miserable. I can tell you that right now. Like, how much of her life was wasted? Do you guys want to be? First of all, why are we even listening to Pearl? She's not in a relationship. She's not even married herself. So I don't even know why she's even talking about this subject. Would you listen to somebody's financial advice who is currently going through bankruptcy? No, because that's stupid. I don't want to be fucking bankrupt like you, and you don't want to be lonely like Pearl, so don't listen to her.
People used to have their husbands go to war, and they would make it work,
here we
where
go.
he would be gone for a year at a time. And nowadays, we're getting divorced over what? A messy house? Chores?
It's not just chores, stupid. I don't understand how she doesn't understand that. Like, unless she just genuinely has never been in a real relationship, that I don't get it. That's the only thing.
Yeah,
like,
you have to cook.
I would understand.
Then you have to clean. Then you have to put the kids to bed. Then you have to do.
But do you hear how spoiled we are? Do you hear how spoiled this sounds? Like, people used to get
The fuck you mean we? You're not in a relationship, Pearl. The fuck you mean we? You don't have to deal with these problems. What do you mean we? You see how spoiled we are? You see how spoiled we are? We?
divorced for real reasons, like the death of a child. You know, my husband's mistress. And now it's because you're frustrated over a messy house.
whole things. So you're constantly drained. You could do that for a whole last week and then you won't care because, you know, the passion of the couple. But after a couple of weeks, it's really fast for you to be drained. You figure to yourself, why am I drained?
But that's a choice. You can allow it to drain you or you cannot. And
you can't make this shit up. You that's a choice. That's a choice. You're letting it drain you. You telling me I can't help how I feel, stupid. If I feel like something is draining me, I cannot help that. What are you saying right now? Like you're making no arguments at all. You're just talking at this point. That's a choice. How? If I'm in a situation where I don't like something and it's starting to drain me, that is not a choice. It's how I feel. Stupid. I don't know how many more times I'm going to call her stupid in this video, but Jesus Christ, stupid, stupid, stupid.
you know, I've lived with all different types of people. I swear. I always had different roommates in college. And it really is a choice at the end of the day.
She's comparing roommates to living with someone while you're married. Like two totally different worlds. What are you talking about right now?
And I grew up with 9 siblings. 9.
Are you fucking your siblings? She may be. Are you having kids with your siblings? She might be, but it's not the same thing. Okay, it's not. I don't even understand how she's making these comparisons right now. Probably because these are the only comparisons that she has to make, because she's never lived with a partner, and she's never like been with anybody in a serious relationship for very long, I'm sure, which is why she had to pull these examples out of her ass.
I'm telling you, shit can be worked out.
Out of 24 hours, you work 18. It's a place where I'm supposed to rest. I don't feel like I'm rested. I feel like I'm always doing the job.
Yeah.
But see, listen to him talk. Me before the family. Me first. I'm this, I'm that. But what about your kid? What about the children? And this is the problem with a lot of these reaction and like commentary channels is, you know, they look at it with a me perspective instead of the family first.
But in order for a family to move smoothly, I'm sorry, shouldn't you strive for things to be 50-50? If I see, you know what? Never mind. I feel like I'm repeating myself at this point, and I already have a headache. I feel exactly how I feel whenever I hear Aiden Ross or Sneeko talk. Like my head hurts.
I'm coming back home and I still gotta work. Yeah, it's gonna be it's definitely gonna be a problem.
I'm not gonna make it to almost 30 minutes ago. I'm not gonna.
You know what? I'm gonna get me someone that's actually a partner. When you have a Caribbean mom, or that's most mom, I guess, they come back home and one thing they complain, yo, you guys are ungrateful. You never help me. I do everything about. That's what they talk about. If your mama sees you on your couch and you're not doing it, and she cooks, she cleans, and she works, and she brings a bill, you don't bring anything in the house, she's gonna feel like you're not doing anything and you're not bringing anything in the house.
Yeah, but what % of women can fix a car? What % of women do the yard work?
Why the fuck are you assuming that all men know how to fix cars, know how to do yard work? Like, I feel like I don't even know how to put it. Like, she's making a lot of assumptions right now. Like, I'm willing to guarantee you that most men do not know how to change a tire. And I know this because a lot of my friends do not know how to change a tire, let alone do yard work. Why are you assuming that? Why are you assuming that men just automatically know how to do these societal norms? No, that's not even the case. That's not the case at all.
Like, a lot of times women will keep score, but we don't talk about what the men do. It's always about all we do for them, but a lot of times women don't even realize how much men do for us. And I'll give you guys an example, okay? When I was younger, my dad, he worked a lot. And it was actually really hard for me when I was younger because he would go to India for like weeks at a time, you know, so it's like half the month my dad's not even there at one point when I was younger. And don't get me wrong, I was gone a lot too because I played sports, so it wasn't, you know, just him. But I remember there was a time in like my childhood where I I questioned, like, you know, if my dad loved me. And my mom just looked at me and she said, "Are you kidding me? Do you see all the stuff he does for you?" And, you know, I was like 12 at the time, right? And I was like, "But Mom, he's gone," or whatever. And she's like, "You just got out of volleyball. What did he do? He pulled the car up for you. Oh, he just took your bags to the car. He pays for this. He pays for that." Like, and she just, oh my gosh, she humbled me so hard. Like,
honestly, the thing, okay, volleyball, sports activities, sure, but she's naming the bare minimum. Bare minimum. Also, keep in mind, not everybody feels the same way as you or your mom. Like, a lot of the times, one of the most important things for a parent or for a child is for a parent to just be present. That has been proven time and time and time again.
well, she just listed every single thing that my dad did for me in the past like 24 hours. And I realized, and I think this is common with women, where we don't see a lot of times like the stuff that men do for us day to day because we don't notice it. And we just start counting and keeping score of all the stuff we do for them instead of.
Also not true. My wife tells me thank you all the time for whatever I do. I tell her thank you when she does things for me. We tell each other thank you. This is normal human behavior. This is a normal married couple. But now I'm not even saying that we're perfect because we damn sure are not. We are not. But yeah, she's not keeping a list of the shit that she does. And I'm not doing that when it comes to her. Like, we help each other out when we need to and because we want to.
Looking at what they do for us. But again, this goes back into the problem with the culture is it's me before the family.
That's what she wants. So yeah, I could believe that 100% chores.
And the other thing is, why, if you believe in divorce over chores, why get married? Just be in a relationship. Like what happened to marriage vows? For better or for worse? For sickness and in health? For richer or for poorer? Those are marriage.
For better or for worse does not mean that you jeopardize your sanity, your happiness, and your health. If all of those things are on the decline, you need to get out of there for you, not for anybody else, not because you made vows. You need to get out of there because it's not good for you. If it's a bad situation, get out of the bad situation. You don't have to stay in any situation. You don't. I know, I understand. Wedding vows are sacred. I get it. But guys, sometimes you have to do what's best for you. And shit happens, okay? Are you going to say that, Pearl, are you going to say the same thing about women that are getting abused? Like, whether it's verbally, physically, both? Are you going to make that same argument? For better or for worse, you need to go to therapy and talk it out. I would love to hear what she thinks about that.
For doing the chores and not doing the chores. So it's like, if you're really marriage minded and believe in what marriage is supposed to be.
You're not married. How can you say marriage minded when you don't have a husband? You're not married. Why are we having this conversation?
You know, getting divorced over chores isn't an option. You're constantly thinking of solutions. But a lot of these people, they don't believe in real marriage, not the way it's supposed to be. I mean, at that point, just be in a relationship. Don't get married.
Oh, please enlighten me. What the hell is real marriage to you? Somebody, again, who isn't married.
A big ass burden to someone when they come back home and they want to commit divorce. You got that right.
Yeah, I think the only way you could ever think that is if you haven't ever lived with anyone. And if you haven't lived with a significant other, that's the only way you could talk like that. Hell, roommates. forget a significant other.
Wait,
that's
what did you
say? The only way you could. If you haven't ever lived with anyone, and if you haven't lived with a significant other, that's the only way you could talk like that.
What the hell did I just say? That's the only way that you could talk like that. Exactly. That's the only way. I don't care how she rebuttals. Exactly. There is no way you lived with a significant other for very long if you are talking this way. That's exactly what I said.
Roommates. forget a significant other. Y'all ever live with roommates?
And see, this is the thing. They go into personal attacks. So now they're trying to insinuate I've never lived with the guy. They're trying to insinuate I've never had roommates, which it's actually funny because I grew up with 9 siblings. Like 9. Who's lived with more personalities than me? My dad's one of 13. My mom's one of 9. Most of their brothers and sisters are married. So on top of that, and that's the thing. Like a lot of times they'll go personal instead of attacking the argument. Is it good for a society to get divorced over chores? Is that good? Are there exceptions?
You literally have no argument. It's not, again, it's not just chores.
No, don't get married. That's my opinion on it. There's no point in getting married if you believe in getting divorced over chores.
Person doesn't do they don't clean after themselves, they don't pay any.
And I'd like to say, I live in a way because a lot of people don't know this. I've actually never lived alone. Now that I'm thinking about it, I always had roommates in college. When I wanted to start my YouTube channel, I lived with a couple from a church for $200 a month to save money to do it. And then now, even when I do live alone, I actually live with a bunch of people that work here, basically. and I do shows 6 days a week where there's people in and out. So again, it's like a personal attack when they don't know anything about you.
It's not even an attack, okay? That is something that's so like just egregious for you to say. Like you're getting divorced because of chores. Like it's not a personal attack, okay? We're just trying to fathom how that you can say this and have lived with someone before. It doesn't make any sense.
Not attacking the argument.
They don't take any of the trash out. They don't do nothing. They just leave their shit around. No, hold up. It's not even that they don't just do anything. It's that they create more for you to have.
Yes.
The motherfucker left his dishes in there, waiting for somebody else to do them.
And then on top of that,
I can respect it if you paid something extra. I could respect it if you do the trash or something. You did nothing and you left me extra.
Okay, and this is the me mindset. Like the other thing is, over a lifetime, men make more than women. I know some young women make more, but when you think about it, do women really want to be working that hard in their 50s and their 60s? I mean, ideally, you'd be with a man that would want to get you a plan to stay home when you're older, but it's just a lot of times these reaction channels and people with this more like modern mindset, they believe it's me before the family, it's my feelings before the family, when a lot of
okay, all right, but I can make the argument that by a man leaving shit for a woman to do and all he's doing, fine, he's going to work, but I can literally make the argument that he's thinking me. Because I've been to work, so you have to do the chores. You have to take care of the children because I'm tired. This is all about me. You need no. You can literally make that same argument. Like she's always constantly fucking pandering to men, and it's getting so irritating. Like it's weird. It's like she doesn't even want to see the other side. She doesn't even want to see the other argument at all.
Sometimes there's kids involved. It's not about you anymore.
And you pay the same amount. So
Abba didn't give the example of children, of having children involved. He specifically said if a man creates more work for the wife, that's what he was saying. If you come home and you've had a hard day at work and you're cleaning up after his mess and he makes more of a mess for you to clean up, therefore giving you more work, yes, that's going to be an issue. You're here to be a wife, not a goddamn maid.
You have the same amount, but you bring it to labor. It's just like you did all this, and on top of that, you're gonna pee on the fucking no.
Yeah.
Pick up your piss, nigga.
Yeah.
Wash your pee. The fuck is this? Then I gotta clean.
And another question I have: why would you take marriage vows if you don't know if the person's clean or messy? That doesn't make any sense to me.
Now I will say people will tell you otherwise. So guys, I lived with my wife before we got married, and it was one of the best things that I could have done. I mean, honestly, don't get me wrong, she's clean. She's just as clean as I am, like probably even cleaner. But it gives you time to know the the person, like their quirks, what they like, what they don't like. It worked out great for us. Like, we lived together for a year before we got married, and it worked out just fine. I will say, live with someone before you marry them, because you want no surprises. Do not listen to these fucking traditionalists saying, no, you need to live with each other after you get married. Don't listen to that shit. Don't listen. Live with them first. If they are disgusting and you have time to skate out, hey, do what you got to do.
Tell you which of my friends are clean and which ones are messy. I could tell you which ones I would live better with and which aren't without even living with them. So it's just a lot of like, in my opinion, a victim mentality. Oh, how did I end up taking serious vows and then getting divorced over what, chores?
You need to clean this too? Yeah, of course you're gonna be pissed off.
Everybody gotta do their part.
When you get older and you manage a household on your own, Pearl, you'll see how annoying it is when you're working and then you come home and everything is horrible and nobody's cleaning anything. Yeah, that is a totally valid reason for divorce, of course.
Chores, to break up a home,
Pearl,
a family.
have you lived in a filthy home before?
You've never lived with a...
But see, that's what they do. They go personal. Well, have you have never.
How is that personal? That's a genuine question, because I had these experiences, so I know how it's like. So I'm gonna ask you if you had any similar experiences. It's a good question.
And that's the thing, like, what is the argument? What is the actual argument here? Is it good to get divorced over?
Okay, so she's just not listening. It's more than just chores. It snowballs into other bigger issues, not just the chores. It could lead into so many different things. You not doing the chores maybe leads to you not helping out with the kids as much as you should, like you not being present, whatever. It can lead to so many different things. It's bigger than just chores. But the fact that you are thinking the fact that you are like so narrow-minded is just wild to me, that you can't see the possibility of like how this could affect somebody negatively, them not doing chores. Yes, it's an issue.
Is that good for a society? Is that a good message? And this is what they'll do, is they'll say, oh, well, but this, but that, then don't get married. That's my argument. Why would you get married and take those vows if you believe in divorce over chores?
She's literally saying the same thing over again.
And I think all in all, people forget that marriage is a vow. It's a commitment. Yeah, anyways.
If it is consistent, where you're consistently having to have that burden upon yourself, you keep telling him, please, can you...
A lot of these people who have these podcasts don't know what the they talking about. They don't actually have the experience. So they read up on it like nerds, not knowing what the lived experience is actually like, what the work is actually necessary. It's easy to say chores, but you ain't never have to... Listen, if your home is filthy, it don't feel like home. If your home is a place where you just have more work, then bitch, you on the job 24/7. So you take a shift off to get right back on a shift at home. Who wants to go home at that point, right? So it's like, yo, not having a home after a long day of work, that is, if you rob someone of that, that will take a toll in no
Yes.
It's not gonna take long.
Y'all ever have your own place and then your mom gotta stay over for a week? How long does it take before you want your mom to get the fuck up out of your place?
A little weekend, my nigga.
She cleaning. She might even be cooking. But by the end of it, she'll be like, bro, I want my home to be a fucking home. And not my mom looking over my shoulder telling me when I'm pick up my underwear. What I want to be. Don't say that, because that's your mom. Be respectful.
That's a bit
but
wild.
You get what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
Hey, on the inside, you best believe I don't say something like that.
When you go back in your room.
It's only disrespectful if you say it. But you can think it.
I know.
And I done thought a whole bunch of
The number of time you went to your room and you
the
can't
next
say,
time.
Yeah. You go to your room and like, and then she opens your door like, what happened? Nothing.
It don't take long.
Yeah.
It don't take long for your home to not. You want them gone.
Yeah.
So if a significant other's coming in and creating that mess and doing all this other stuff, it's like here's the thing. If you care about me, why don't you just do your part? Like,
Yes.
she's over there stressed because she got to do all this extra shit, and you sitting there on the couch.
Yeah, but he could be stressed because he has to take care of the yard. And this is the thing, like, they always go personal. Oh, these...
He could be stressed because he has to take care of the yard. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Again, I don't know why you are assuming that so many men just know about gardening and landscaping and just like this machismo shit. A lot of them don't. A lot of them really don't. Like, I know you just use it as an example, but still, a lot of these guys do not do what you think they do. And this is why I say the things that I say about how you've never been in a relationship. You've never gone out here to date, because there's no way that you think like just every man is just out here fucking building cars by scratch, fucking have like striving to have like the most perfect lawn. No, a lot of dudes don't know any of this shit. Guys, I can't make it the whole 25. I can't
People that have these podcasts don't know what they're talking about. Could you pull up the other video, King? So now where do these opinions of mine come from? This is like a common question I get. So there's two ways you can kind of look at your view in the world. You can look at through what you see and your lived experience. You can look at stuff online, and you can look at studies. So first, I want to show you guys a conversation that I had with an aunt of mine. And this aunt is genuinely one of those kind, sweetest, most feminine women that I know. So she's been married to her husband for 20 years. They have 2 beautiful kids. And honestly, she really is an example of like the kind of wife I would want to be. So this was a while ago. This was like 2 years ago. But again, like people ask me where I get my opinions from. So this is one of my aunts. Now again, my dad's one of 13. My mom's one of 9. Most of my relatives are married. My parents are married. They've been married 20 years. They started a business together. You know, even that lived experience is more than half of kids nowadays in the West. Even just seeing a functioning adult relationship. But a lot of the reactors that are saying, or the people that are saying, oh, you have no lived experience, they've never seen a functioning, healthy relationship. They grew up in, a lot of these people have grown up in single mother homes.
I didn't. I have a son named Roman. He's almost 16, but they're kind of not very, and they leave things around. Mm-hmm. I want to just say this, they're slobs. I hope they don't get mad, but they are. And they used to leave socks laying around, and I get so frustrated, Hannah. But I had to change my mindset. And I thought, these socks are I love you notes. So I would pick up a sock, and I'd say, Roman loves me. Jason loves me. And it really changed. I never got mad about it. I just did it.
Right. Well, that's
And so you got to change your mindset and think good things. And
you can set yourself up for failure with that mindset. You see your kids, your husband, they're being slobs. They're leaving shit everywhere for you to pick up and for you to clean, but you're just picking it up and cleaning and think, oh, they must really love me. Yay. Jason loves me. Timmy loves me. Yay. They would take full-blown advantage of that. This is terrible advice. I can't even believe what I just heard. That doesn't mean they love you. That it means that you're the maid.
Jason has gotten more organized over the years, and I've helped him because I'm really OCD and perfectionistic, and my daughter is just like that.
Yeah, she's just
Roman
like
is just like his dad, and that's just how they're wired. Now, that doesn't mean to say I can go in the shop and tear apart a motor or a radiator. I can't do that. So they have skills I don't have.
Right.
So I'm not putting them down. I'm just saying we all have our talents.
Right.
But find somebody, a good man, or am I giving men advice?
Both.
Okay, a good man and a good woman that have good communication and do not play games.
Okay, so
okay, very common advice. Those 2 tidbits. Yeah, sure.
what mindset is better? This mindset where she's literally teaching herself to look at picking after her husband and her son as a way that she loves them, or is it better to just get divorced over chores? And you know.
But either, regardless, if that's okay for her, that's okay for her. That's not okay for everybody. You can't help how you feel. And I don't know what her occupation is. I don't know if she's been working all day, because that for sure makes a huge difference. If you're working and then you're coming home to do more work. I don't know if she's a stay-at-home wife, because that could make all the difference. If you're a stay-at-home wife, then yes, clean, do something. I agree. Guys, I can't make it. I can't make it the whole 25. Yeah, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Jesus. Do you agree with anything that she said? Do you disagree with anything that I said? I cannot make it the entire 25 minutes. I just can't. I feel like she's repeating herself, so therefore I'm repeating myself. So I'm just gonna stop here. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Jesus Christ. Follow me on my social media at WattsTV94, and don't forget to join the Discord as well. Link to that will be in the description down below. See you guys in the next video. Peace.